Um, normally, when we do something of this caliber, I would be a little more positive from the start. I'm gonna start off being a total jerk for a second,
Okay.
and you'll know why in a minute, but,
Mhm.
okay, so if you spend all this time on this piece of music, which you have, and it's fantastic, then you should not run the risk of being DQ'd because you did not number your measures.
Sorry about that.
Okay, so I'm just telling you, like,
Mhm.
so there's no way in heck I'm gonna DQ that because it was fantastic, but
Mhm.
if I didn't like you, I'd be like, out you go. Okay, so can you please make sure that's done first?
Yes.
So
Mhm.
again, when you spend all that time with attention to detail like you did,
Mhm.
and then forget the big thing, you know what I mean? So just FYI, we talking about that.
Mhm.
Okay, now, with that being said, and the reason that we do that is because it makes it really difficult on a piece of this nature to give you feedback.
Mhm.
So I can't be like, oh, measure so-and-so, measure so-and-so, measure so-and-so, you know what I mean? Again, we're over that, but I just wanna let you know why, the
Mhm.
why
Right,
behind
right.
it. It's
No, it
not-
makes sense.
Okay, good, awesome. Okay, I loved, the rubato at 7 was very nice. So a couple of the things that I wanna notice that I noticed,
Mhm.
okay? Number one, stylistically, fantastic additions. So for instance, there were trills that you added in
Mhm.
that were not in the
Yeah.
original, okay?
Sorry.
Or the published version, right?
Mhm.
Obviously, they are in some of the recordings. However,
Mhm.
this, I love that you added it in, okay? Very cool. I don't think anybody's ever gonna be upset about that. Okay, your pianissimo, like your double pianissimo is not quite where it is, where I need it to be. So
Mhm.
just bring that down a little bit. I love what you did the Piamoso, with your rubato, and I can't remember what measure it was, but as we go along, again, you did some really cool things that are not written in with rubato. So again, I really, really liked that. That was cool. Great addition of the trills, which we added in, I told you that. You did a really nice gruppetto. There was a turn, I forget where that was at, but again, very stylistically attention to detail. Now, okay, I'm gonna give you two things that are troublesome to me. Okay, number one, I think sometimes as judges, we're like, wow, that was really great. And if this was like a grade 2 or a grade 3, I would have been like, dang, son, you got that. But again, big kid solo, big kid judging. So I think there are some of these passages you need to slow down just a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, it doesn't I would not sacrifice speed for the sake of showmanship.
Cleanness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's showy and it sounds good and you're fantastic and you should be featured because you're a fantastic player.
Thank you.
However,
Mhm.
you know, when you're doing collegiate auditions or you're doing these types of things, this is the kind of feedback you're gonna get.
Mhm.
Because this is a collegiate piece, like this is something you put on your resume and you would record and you would put it on your digital, entry.
Mhm.
Okay, and I would highly recommend that you keep this piece worked up and that you obviously have, I'm gonna guess that you have some sort of music in your future that you'd like to go and do.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you're gonna use this as your audition piece.
Yeah.
Okay, this
For
is
sure.
a solid audition piece, really
sure.
great. Okay, now, so I'm a Formula One fan, like the racing car.
Mhm.
So we have what are called track-specific setups. I'm going somewhere with this, just nod and smile. So we have track-specific setups. So like for instance, if you're at like Silverstone, for instance, in England, you would have your car set up differently than if you were going to Imola in Italy, for instance, okay? So I don't, and this is something that I want to talk to your teacher about, but I think that we are sometimes sacrificing our either endurance and or low register tone, where I'm hearing fuzziness for our upper register.
Right.
So again, when you're on a stage and you're playing it, but when I'm sitting 6 feet from you, I'm hearing every that's coming out, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yes.
So, and I would challenge you, go back and listen to the recording and prove me wrong. Like, go back and listen to it and put headphones in,
Mhm.
because somebody had Tascam, right? So, or no, was it? yeah, you recorded, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so, and you should have, and listen to it.
Mhm.
Put headphones in and listen to that. So, low notes versus high notes and your read strength, and you can shave down there, compromises we can make, right, obviously.
Mhm.
So just think about that, and getting a clean, open tone, always,
Mhm.
okay? Now, they should have given us a much longer time slot, because you took up basically the majority of the
I was
time
told
slot.
I'd get a double time slot just because it's a grade 6.
You should have, but I wish we had even more time than that.
Wow, okay.
Because,
free.
yeah, because basically, we could spend another 20 minutes just talking about this piece.
Right.
And again, the purpose of this is to get feedback that's not from your director and or lesson instructor.
Mhm.
So, but please hear what I'm telling you. You are a fantastic treasure of a clarinet player.
Thank you.
Like, really great.
Mhm.
But you probably, because you're a very big fish in a small pond currently, you're about to go play with students who do what you do everywhere. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
like when you go to audition, you're gonna be in a room with big fish.
Right.
So we have to clean it up and make it awesome. So I wanna do you a solid and
Mhm.
also give you this. But please understand, you're a fantastic player. Fan-stinking-tastic. And I wanna end on that. So well done, good job.
Thank you.
Bravo.